Well, last year, 2.5 million migrants entered the United States illegally via the southern border, and nearly 40,000 of them came from China. And to reach America, they often have to travel through Ecuador, Colombia, Panama, Central America, and Mexico to reach California. For 7 weeks from November to January, CNA's senior correspondent Wei Du and her crew followed a group of Chinese migrants for part of this perilous journey. And this is the scene that greeted them when they reached the U.S. border wall in California.
Taking 250 people right now. Okay? You're gonna be fine. It's all China. Let's do whites. Hey, we gotta do whites.
Yeah, white. White. Only white. Only white.
只要白色的、黄色的，去排黄色的队。
All white.
There you go. Sit down on the ground and take your cell phones out. Come on, move in. Cell phones, put them in your bags.
To your back, please.
把这个系在包上，然后把这个撕下来了，护照夹起来放在身上，只是 Part 3，只是第3部分。这上面夹的是第2部分和第1部分，第3部分夹在护照上。
我睇下啦，緊嚟。用手捂住臉。
China. And when people cough, tell them to cover their mouth.
用手捂住嘴巴。
如果咳嗽的话，那捂住嘴。
I don't want to get sick.
只当提醒。It's okay.
No, it's a jacket, is it?
杰克不行，就厚的外套不行，厚的外套不行。
It needs to be a t-shirt, a shirt. No jackets, no hoodies, no sweatshirts, cardigans, nothing.
做什么工作呢？
我是大学是土木。
你上过大学，为什么还要走线呢？
这是个很长的问题。
从哪个城市去？
深圳。
What nationalities do you see more of these days?
To be perfectly honest with you, Chinese.
Is that a surprise?
Yeah, out here.
Yeah.
It's not our normal customer.
And for more, Wei-Du joins us live now from Hong Kong to talk about this documentary. Wei, nearly 40,000 Chinese migrants made that journey in 2023. That seems like an awfully big number. And why are they doing it? I mean, it's a very risky journey, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right, Oteli. That is actually the most frequently asked question, even when we were on the shoot. But I want to address the 40,000 figure, because a lot of people also say that's not a lot of people when you consider it was 2.5 million migrants that entered the U.S. illegally in 2023. And certainly there's still 1.4 billion people in China. But what really matters here is the trend, right? Because 40,000, that's twice as many as what they had in a decade before. So in the past, you're only looking at a handful of Chinese people making this trip. Now, several news reports have been made about the migrants arriving on the border when they are interviewed, and invariably they say, we're here for freedom and democracy. There's, of course, nothing wrong with that, but we just had this sneaking suspicion that it's not the whole story based on our experience of making migration documentaries in the past. So the crew and I traveled to Quito, Ecuador. We met a group of Chinese migrants. We had dinner with them. They relaxed a bit and they opened up. Take a listen.
走到这儿花了多少钱？我已经3.5万。现在的预期是走完还得花多少钱？
正常的话，至少要10个左右。
都拿得出来这个钱吗？
是录卡呀，在卡里录啊，信用卡这些。现在好多。
你那么年轻，你信用卡没有这个额度？
有，信用卡有10万块吧。
所以走线以前基本上都是南美人，很穷的国家。这个中国是世界上第2大经济体，怎么那么多人来走线呢？
那疫情这3年疫情把老百姓坑成了。 自己做买卖，做了能不到2年嘛，赔了那200万。
把钱全部赔光了吗？自己的积蓄？
可不是，赔了他妈的新房都没住上，玩意儿，这就是出来开始当班了吗？现在对于我来说，我俩还是过话。啊。
就因为像我们就是有个小的加工厂做皮具类的可能这4年总共亏损了差不多90多万。 一看这都是没有钱挣，现在还有点路费，赶快爬。
在国内像我这么大年纪，基本上打工都没人要。今年56。去那边嘛，不管多大年龄，只要你肯做。
Oh, well, it's really good job. You get the migrants to open up to you there. But when it comes to you and your crew, and you spent a bit of time with them on the journey, which part of the journey was actually the most dangerous?
It's sort of the most dangerous part. People usually would assume that would be the Darien Gap, but as it turns out, because the Chinese migrants pay so much money to cross the Darien Gap, the smugglers actually found new and faster routes for them. So that turned out to be actually not so traumatic for the Chinese migrants. But the most difficult part actually turned out to be Mexico. This is both for the migrants and for us as well, because it's just politically and culturally so different from Asia. Within a couple of hours of them arriving in Mexico, they were robbed at gunpoint and then kidnapped. And along the way, they encountered police extortion and detention by migration officials. And for the crew and I ourselves, we also, we were dealing with the people who are moving these migrants who also are involved in moving drugs. So they're not the warmest and easiest to negotiate with people. Even though we came with security protection and we had the deep local expertise of our fixers, there were still quite a few hair-raising moments. I don't want to give all of that story away. That is why you must watch Walk the Line this weekend and Monday next week.
No doubt, Wei. Thanks for putting your life on the line for us. That's CNA's Wei-Du, and Walk the Line, a 3-part documentary, premieres tomorrow on CNA at 9 p.m. Singapore, Hong Kong time. And subsequent episodes will air in the same time slot on Sunday as well as on Monday. And of course, you can also catch it on CNA Insider's YouTube channel at the same time and on video on demand at cna.asia or mewatch.sg.